Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today, we are going to be showing you how to make beef tetrazzini. Cue the music. Alright, well thanks a lot for joining us today. If this is your first time joining us, please do me a favor, go down, hit that subscribe button, and then hit that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time I upload new content. Alright, you clicked on this video to have me show you how to make beef tetrazzini, so we're going to be making that today. Let's look at what our ingredients are down here. We're going to start out with about 1.5 pounds of ground beef, 1 onion, 1 red pepper, 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms, 1 cup of cottage cheese, 8 ounces of sour cream, 8 ounces of cream cheese, 1 can of tomato paste, half a package of cooked drained spaghetti noodles, and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and of course salt and pepper to taste as we go along the way. Now, all these will be down in the description box with the process of how to cook this as well. So let's head over. I'm going to put the ground beef in, get that cooking, and we're going to come back here and start doing some prep. Okay, we got our ground beef over there starting to brown up now. I just want to take our onions and our peppers, and I just want to do a medium dice on each. All right, we got our peppers, we got our onions cut. Let's head over and join the rest of the gang. All right, as we always do, I want to show the mise en place. I have got the spaghetti noodles cooked. Our beef is going right there. I've got everything back in the background here. Our mushrooms, our peppers, all the dairy that we introduced earlier, the sour cream, cottage cheese, the 2 cheeses, tomato paste. I've got our utensils in back there as well that we're going to use to measure this stuff out and add to our dish. So I'm going to put the camera back on the tripod and we'll focus down here. All right, we got our ground beef going. I have got the onions and the peppers that we cut up over there. I'm just going to add that right in to our ground beef. Stir it all up. Then I'm going to cover it up and let it cook. All right. Just going to continue to break up this meat and let the peppers and onions cook. I really do smell the flavor and aroma coming off of this. Maybe a little salt and pepper. I'm going to go ahead and throw the mushrooms in there. Just going to leave them up on top. Cover it back up and let this cook. All right, take the lid off. See what our progress is. Oh, that smells great. Hamburger's just about ready. Now these mushrooms can be broken up a little bit more. It's really not going to do anything. What the mushrooms are doing is adding a little bit more meatiness to this dish. There's not a lot of fat in this, so I'm not going to worry about draining any of it. We do want a little bit of liquid in here because we are adding pasta to this, so I don't want to get rid of most of it. It isn't fat anyway, it's just some water off this ground beef. So I'm going to hit it again with a little salt and pepper. Mostly you want to add all this after you've drained it because you don't want to throw out the seasonings with the drain fat that you've got on there. But since there's not a whole lot of liquid in here or fat, I'm not going to worry about it. We're continuing to add flavor to the dish. Alright, now I'm going to, let me stir this up. Now I'm going to hit it with the, okay, this spoon is now gone because we had raw meat in it. Now the meat's cooked. I want a different spoon. So right now I'm just going to add the tomato paste. A lot of recipes I saw had tomato sauce. But in my opinion, the tomato paste will add a much heartier flavor to it. Go ahead and stir this up. Make sure everything's covered with the sauce. Now I'm just going to cover this back up, let it continue to cook a little bit. All right, taking the lid off. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add the cream cheese right in on top or on the side, whatever. Now the reason I'm doing this, a lot of recipes I saw said to take the cream cheese, cottage cheese, and sour cream and mix it up to make a sauce kind of thing. I'm going to show you a little trick, shortcut, whatever you want to call it, hack. That's what the kids are saying. What I do is I just cover it up, go about 5 minutes. You'll see why. All right, what we see here now is that this cream cheese has softened up an awful lot, so we can actually incorporate it into the dish. I mean, if you want, you can mix all of it together, but this just seems like you're just doing it in a pan. You might as well just do it one at a time instead of having to make more dishes. And another step in the procedure. And we're going to take our cottage cheese. I'm going to go half the tub, which is about 8 ounces. About 8 ounces of the sour cream. And we can do the same thing with this. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. Mix it all up. I'm going to take our Parmesan cheese that we have grated here, and I've got shredded. I'm going to use the shredded to garnish. And I'm just going to mix the cheese in here as well. And we have our pasta too. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rip this up and add it to the dish. It's just easier to blend when it's all cut up. Mix it all up. Alright, I'm going to set this up for the next shot. After you have incorporated the noodles really, really well, you just pour this into a casserole dish. Get everything out of there. Then I just take the garnished cheese, or I just take the cheese, spread it over the top, and then that's going into a 350 degree preheated oven for about 30 minutes. Well, there you go. That is the finished product right out of the oven. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plate it up, garnish it up real nice, make it look pretty. Then I'm going to take some awesome photos of it for social media. We're going to place those photos into the timeline right here with some groovy music, and we're going to come back and give it a try. So enjoy the pictures and enjoy that music. That was a fun shoot. This is just beautiful food. It smells fantastic, nicely garnished. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a taste of this, a little bit of everything. So here we go. Man. This is really, really good. This is good. Very creamy. You got that bite from the onions, the crunch of the pepper in there too. The noodles are cooked just perfectly. That sauce is just perfect with that cream cheese, the sour cream, the cottage cheese. It just makes an awesome blend. You don't need to do it up ahead of time. Do it like I did in the pan. Just incorporate them as they melt into it. Simple dish, easy to make. Ingredients are simple as well. Go ahead, try this out. You will not regret it. The kids will probably even love this. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to check down in my description box for the recipe and all my other groovy links. And then make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to leave me a comment, like this channel, and then do me a favor and share this channel and this video with everybody you know. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time right here on It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Bye-bye.